You are now listening to the sounds of Dr. B's Spot, a production of Bowden Enterprise Services, LLC. Join the podcast where love and life topics are discussed surrounding spiritual connection, relationships, finance, and becoming a better you through elevation. And now, here's your host, spiritual advisor and behavioral health clinician, Dr. B.
Welcome back to another session of Dr. B's Spot, Love and Life, the podcast where we talk about all things love, life, and spirituality. I'm your host, your spiritualist, your intuitive healer, Dr. B. We are back in business and back in action. Thank you for joining me once again and tuning in. It's always appreciated. Now, let's get to it. Let's jump right in. The topic of today is called From Rejection to Revelation, Embracing Your Best Self. Have you ever had people that enter your life or are already a part of your life who have shown so much love and admiration for you? They may appear to be in your corner. They may appear to protect and speak life into you by encouragement, kind words, or gestures. But the minute the waters get murky, they'll turn their back on you like they never knew you. When everything is good and they are benefiting, they are rocking in your corner. But as the ground breaks and tremble, you happen to look toward the left of your shoulder, you see no one. Then you turn to the right of your shoulder, you see no one. Then you completely turn around behind you because surely they are there. Then the pivotal moment happens. You then realize your back is not even covered, nor are your sides. And when you look ahead and in front of you, they have sprinted on you like an Olympic gold medalist. Now, what does that actually say about the company you keep? It says that those who you have around you may need to be reevaluated more closely. There's something rotten in Denmark, aka your circle. These are the same people whose hand was out as you gave physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You covered them until they tried to deplete all that was left of you. For some of you, they tried to drain you badly. They wanted to interrupt your sanity and drive you mad. But the powers that be couldn't let that happen. Divine intervention took place and you were snatched from that toxic situation. What you have to realize is that when God provides an outlet for you, it's a lifeline to rescue you from the troubles that surround you. Most of the time in these situations, you had prayed prior to being rescued or for the problem to be fixed. You just didn't know when the appointed time would take place. Most of the time, you will be caught off guard when it happens because you're not supposed to know. If you did, it would interrupt and throw off the frequency of what is meant to take place for you. See, within the situation you were in, your mind was based on fixing it with the other party or parties, but God had other plans and completely made a way for you to remove yourself from the situation altogether. We have to come to the conclusion that some things are not meant to be fixed. Let's use a metaphor. Those are the things like a ceramic or a glass vase, already broken into small little pieces. We may attempt to put it back together as best as we can, yet we see that it will not be the same. There are chips and edges that have shattered and shaved all over the place. It cannot be glued back to fit in its proper place. So we'll throw away those small pieces that are chipped and worn and put the vase on display as if it's brand new. But remember, the vase is not whole. It's still broke. The appearance looks decent and maybe no one can see its imperfections from the outside, but don't dare look closely on the inside. It's a mess. It's very telling that the vase was just an illusion of brokenness. That's exactly what is experienced in situations of toxicity. When folks don't put in the effort to sustain by throwing out the old and starting anew, point blank, some of these situations need to be thrown in the trash because it's unhealthy and unrealistic for some people in their brokenness to change for another. When they are still broke, it's a losing battle. It's not a win-win. This is why you want to learn or lean on a spirit. You can lean and learn through spirit. So if you do this through leaning on the spirit, to not give you what you want, but to give you what you need. The unpredictability was that you were drowning and needed to be saved. So in the nick of time, before you fully went under the water, that lifeline was thrown out to you and you were wheeled in as you were brought ashore. And after a blackout, you woke up to reality. It set in that you were removed and rescued from the situation, and in the blink of an eye, you wondered, how did you get here so fast, so soon? I've told many people in my walk of life that whenever God chooses to step in your life and make a move that you have been waiting for, and when he finally decides to do it, it's like the wait was never that long. Even if you waited 5 years, 10, 25 years or more, the same way that he can enter your life to rescue you is the same way he can enter to bless and exalt you. The Bible says that he'll make your enemies your footstool. So no matter the circumstances you have went through, whether you were talked down to, gossiped about, backstabbed, assaulted, ridiculed, it didn't matter because you're a living testimony as an overcomer. We have the ability to continue to reinvent and transform ourselves to be better than before. There's nothing wrong with bowing out gracefully. Then taking time to heal yourself, gather your thoughts, gather your emotions, gather your feelings, all to re-emerge even more powerful than before. You take all the love you gave elsewhere and place it within yourself. You have healed and molded into a new, stronger individual with the assurance that you know who you are, what you deserve, what you require, and what you're capable of obtaining. Congratulations if you are doing the work. Congratulations if you have done the work. Congratulations to you for stepping into the prosperity of your life. Let those that doubt or hate watch you from a distance. Be great. Let them say, I knew her or him way back when. Let them see the purpose of God shine through you, because their faulty logic of who you were destined to be has now come to be null and void. It doesn't matter anything that they have said or thought. It's all null and void. Because when God comes in, he has now filled the gap of your full circle with blessings on top of blessings. They will then see they have mistook who you really are and had taken your kindness for weakness, but they really didn't know who they were dealing with. You were loved, admired, and exalted for being who you truly are. That's being true and authentic. May your light keep shining bright. May you continue to receive bountiful blessings that has been set aside just for you. Thank you for tuning in to Dr. B's Spot. I hope this message has reached you in a positive of notions. I'll catch you on the next episode. Be blessed with less stress. Much love. Dr. B, and I'm out.
Join us next time at Dr. B's Spot, where we dive into the real deal of love and life by tapping into your body, mind, and spirit. Don't forget to like, rate, and comment on each podcast that we drop. For all upcoming shows, reach Dr. B and all she has to offer on BowdenEnterprise.com and social media outlets under the moniker Bowden Enterprise Services. Peace and blessings to you and yours. We are out.